Hello students, let us continue our discussion over the remaining contraception method. Already in the last lecture we have studied about natural method, which are three different type, which they don't use any kind of devices, right? Then we discussed barrier method, which act as a barrier, prevent the meeting of sperm and ova, available for both male barrier as well as female barrier method. Now the next one is intrauterine devices. Number 3, intrauterine devices, in short abbreviated as IUDs. Name itself very clearly tells to you that these are the devices placed inside the uterus. Devices placed inside the uterus with the help of a doctor or an expert nurse or any other health worker. That means this method is available only for female. Point number 1. Point number 2, placed inside the uterus with the help of a doctor or an expert nurse. Point number 3, these devices which are available for the female to place inside the uterus, point number 3, they are either made of rubber or they are made up of plastic or metal device. They are either metal device or they are plastic device. Different types of IUDs are available in the market, which are mainly classified into three categories. They are very important 3-mark question. The three categories of IUDs are: number 1, non-medicated IUD, non-medicated IUD. Number 2, copper releasing IUD. And number 3, hormone releasing IUD. Okay, practice, very important. What are the three? The first one is a non-medicated IUD. Example for this is, with example you have to practice: Lippes loop. Number 2, what you will do in the exam? From non-medicated you will directly go to medicated IUD. There is no medicated IUD. I will tell you the mistake what you do. Okay, I am telling it now itself. There is no medicated IUD. Number 2, copper releasing IUD. Hope you know the example for this one. What is that? Copper T. One more, copper 7, and one more is multi-load 375. Multi-load 375. Copper T, copper 7 and multi-load 375. Example for hormone releasing IUD is Progest and one more is LNG20. Many are available, multi-load 380A, such many examples are there, but according to NCERT these are very important. Most frequently asked question, mention the different types of IUD with example. Okay, 3 mark, half mark for type of IUD, half mark for writing the example. You have to practice all the example. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ರಿಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಐಯುಡಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ LNG20 ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು 2 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ರೆಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. Yes, now we will begin one by one. I already told you these are the devices, whichever it may be, either plastic made or they are made up of metal. By passing through the vagina, they are placed inside the uterus. Among these, the most commonly used is which one? Copper releasing IUD. The question is, if a female uses any of the one copper releasing IUD, how it will prevent the pregnancy? 1 mark, very important question. Note that copper releasing IUD increases, point number 1, okay, that I will write here. How it will do? It increases phagocytosis of sperm. Phagocytosis of sperm as well as it suppress motility and fertilizing capacity of sperm. Motility and fertilizing capacity of sperm. If it is a 1 mark question or 2 mark question, it should include both the point. Question is how copper releasing IUD ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತ್. ಥ್ರೂಔಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ, ಈ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮೆಥಡನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಇವರು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇಫ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ increases phagocytosis of the sperm. What do you mean by this? That means, what is phagocytosis? Eating the sperm. Who will eat the sperm? Whether copper tea will eat the sperm? No, it is a non-living thing, alwa. We know that whenever a foreign particle entered to our body, to act against the foreign particle, the count of macrophages in the body increases. Say for example, without proper matching, if you transfer a kidney from a donor to a recipient, ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಆ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್. ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಡನ್? ಆಸ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಏನು ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಫೇಜ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. That macrophage will start eating the cells of the kidney. Nephron anna ellavanna eat ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Remember one point, whenever a mismatched or a foreign component entered to my body, to fight against that, to kill that in that particular area, macrophage count increases. As copper T is placed inside, okay, what is placed inside? By inserting through this, okay, what has been placed inside? The copper T is placed, right? The copper T is placed. It is a foreign particle against copper T inside the uterus, right? In a normal female who is not using this copper T, anta normal female alli kuda macrophage ide. ಆದರೆ ಕಾಪರ್ ಟಿ ಒಂದು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಫೇಜ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? increases. But these macrophage can't do anything with the copper T because it is a non-living. Okay, now the count of macrophage increased. Suppose if semen is deposited, sperm start their journey. When they cross the uterus, many of the sperms are phagocytized by macrophage. Remember this point. Example ishte bardre saku, but meaning gotirli. Macrophage will eat the sperm. Gradually sperm count will what happens? Decreases. Point number 2, the copper ions which are released every day from the copper T, when these copper ions, okay, when these copper ions come in contact with a sperm, what happens? What happens? The motility of the sperm and fertilizing capacity of the sperm will be decreased. You may ask me, sir, why it is only copper? Why can't it be zinc? Why can't it be lead? Other thing. Scientists have checked with everything and they come to know that copper is the best one compared to other element. Remember that. Okay, when copper ions come in contact with the sperm, it suppress the motility power of the sperm will decrease, fertilizing capacity of the sperm will decrease. This is how these 2 points are very important. Copper releasing IUDs prevent what? Prevent the pregnancy. Is that clear? This is about copper releasing. And one more is hormone releasing IUD. Suppose instead of the copper T, these hormone releasing IUD shape is almost same, but they contain some hormone. If these IUDs are placed inside, they release hormone, right? And how they will prevent pregnancy? Hormone releasing IUDs prevent pregnancy, very important, by making, point number 1, cervix hostile to sperm. cervix hostile to sperm. Because of the release of the hormone by these IUD, what happens is the sperms which are deposited here, they were unable to cross the cervix. It is not hostile to sperm ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚು ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The mucus becomes very thick, viscous, sticky. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the sperm finds very difficult to cross what? Cervix. That condition is called cervix hostile to sperm. ಅಂದ್ರೆ sperms are unable to cross the cervix. As well as what it will do? It makes the uterus unsuitable for implantation. Okay, this is also very important. By chance, if any sperm escape from here, carried out fertilization, zygote is formed, blastocyst is formed, blastocyst come to uterus. For which purpose? Implantation. Adare by altering the capacity of the endometrium, unsuitable for implantation, makes this endometrium which is unable to support which process? Implantation. This is how hormone releasing IUDs will prevent the pregnancy. I repeat, this is very important. Hormone releasing IUDs makes the cervix hostile to sperm, as well as they make the endometrium or the wall of the uterus unsuitable for which process? Implantation. This is how they prevent pregnancy. Now you may ask me, what about non-medicated? It is not there in the NCERT, but remember that if it is non-medicated IUD, if it is placed inside, it is a foreign particle, what it will do? It increases phagocytosis of the sperm. Its only one job is increases the phagocytosis of the sperm. Among the three, the most popular one is copper releasing IUD. The next most popular is which one? Hormone releasing IUD. These IUDs are the devices available only for female. With the help of a doctor, it should be placed inside. You may again ask me, why sir the shape should be T only? The answer is the two arms of that device, right? The two arms can easily rest inside. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಟಿಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಕೂಡ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So that they can rest inside. That's why it is in which shape? T shape. Is that clear? This is all about intrauterine devices. Next, number 4, let us move on to the fourth one, that is which one? Oral contraceptives. As the name itself tells to you very clearly that these are the methods, oral contraceptives, okay, which are taken orally in the form of, right, a tablet. As they are taken in the form of tablet, they are also called what? Pills. PILLS. They are the tablets. They are the oral pills. Point number 2, it is again available only for female. Male igella, only for female. If the female who don't want to undergo pregnancy, if she takes the tablet, she will not conceive. ಅವಳು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೇಗೆ? ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? That tablet, these oral contraceptives either contain progestogen alone or progestogen in combination with estrogen. If a female take a tablet having either progestogen alone or progestogen estrogen combination, if she takes the tablet, she will not undergo pregnancy. How? Very important is, don't say ulta estrogen and progestogen. No, you have to give importance to which one? Progestogen. While discussing menstrual cycle, I told you, in female blood, if progestogen level increases, dear students, what is progestogen? ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ನಾನು ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟಿರಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೋಜನ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟಿರಾನ್. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೆರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಓರಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೆರಾನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್. ಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೆರಾನ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೋಜನ್. ಈವನ್ ದೋ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಒನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್? Synthetic form. Is that clear? Now, if this progestogen taken in the form of tablet, later absorbed in her digestive system, added to blood, ಅವಳ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೋಜನ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಅದರ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೋಜನ್ ವೆನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹರ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್, it gives which feedback? Go to the chapter or the concept menstrual cycle. Progestogen gives negative feedback and inhibit the production of FSH. Because of taking this tablet, FSH production will stop. If FSH is not produced in her ovary, primary follicle will not develop into secondary follicle, will not grow into tertiary follicle, will not grow into Graafian follicle. Andre, because of the negative feedback, as there is no FSH production, there is no formation of Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle illa anta helidre, there is no ovulation. This is how, by inhibiting FSH, it inhibit the growth of the Graafian follicle, prevent ovulation. The oral contraceptives control what? Birth. Clear? Okay. Now, these oral contraceptives are again grouped into different categories. One such oral contraceptive is daily pill. One is the daily pill. What is this? As the name itself tells, it is a tablet which is taken daily. She has to take one tablet every day. That is, for a period of 21 days of her menstrual cycle, she has to take one tablet a day. 21 days in the sense, from 5th day of the cycle to 25th day of the cycle. Don't calculate like 25 minus 5 is 20. How come 21? She has taken one tablet on 5th day also. Remember that. From 5th day to 25th day, daily one tablet she has to take. Okay. Next, after that, a gap of how many days? 7 days. She need not to take the tablet. 7 days in the sense, 26th day, 27th, 28th day of the menstrual cycle, next menstrual cycle, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 7 days she need not to take the tablet. Why? During this period, what could be expected? Menstruation occur. ಅವಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಯಂ ರಪ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೆನಸ್ಟ್ರುವೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಳು ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ದ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ 5th day to 25th day till she don't want to undergo pregnancy. ಎಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೂ ಅವಳು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾಳೋ ಮೊದಲೇ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ she has to prefer this daily pill. Is that clear? Followed by this, one more is the once a week pill. Once a week pill. ಹೆಸರೇ ಹೇಳುವ ಹಾಗೆ it is a tablet taken once in a week. ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ವಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು, ರೈಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಚ್ ಅ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ which one? Saheli. The Saheli is the name of the tablet and the word derived from the Hindi term which means a friend. And the Saheli tablet was developed by Central Drug Research Institute, okay, located in Lucknow, India. Okay, now it is in short abbreviated as CDRI. Central Drug Research Institute has developed a oral pill. What is that called? That is called Saheli. Remember that Saheli is a non-steroidal preparation. It is a pill which is without any kind of steroids. Okay, it is having a different chemical, hence chances of side effect is very less. I repeat, it is a non-steroidal preparation without any side effects are very less or absent, you can say. If she prefer this tablet, she has to take 1 tablet a week. That's why it is called once a week pill. But gotirli, first 3 months when she start the course, she has to take 2 tablets a week. NCERT ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. First 3 months she has to take 2 tablets a week. 3 month onward only 1 tablet a week. That's why it is called once a week pill. Clear? Likewise, one more is number 3. I will write here emergency pill available for the female. What we discuss daily pill, example Mala D, Mala N. Once a week pill like Saheli, these pills should be taken before the sexual act with a proper plan. She has to decide, yes, I want to take this tablet before sexual act as a course. Correct agi start ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ pregnancy ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. But remember, emergency pills are those which are taken after the coitus, taken after the sexual act. ಯಾವುದೇ precautionary measure ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. They have not used any other contraceptive method. Okay, when they have undergone a sexual act without any other device, after the sexual act, right, if they have a chance or a fear that she can become pregnant, she can take which one? Emergency pill. Emergency pills are usually taken before coitus or after coitus. After the sexual act, after coitus. Within how many hours? Within one example, let me give you. Unwanted 72. You might have seen the advertisement of it. One more is I pill. Unwanted 72. It itself tell it should be taken within 72 hours of coitus. If she takes that 1 tablet, she can prevent what? Pregnancy. Even these emergency pills are given after, even it is given in the case of rape also. When a used contraceptive device is failed, say for example they have used the condom rupture ಆಗಿದೆ, semen leak ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಕಾಪರ್ ಟೀ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಳೆ, ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಪರ್ ಟೀ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು. ಅಂತ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? They can prefer which one? Emergency pills. But repeated use of this is not preferable. It is not at all good for the health. Is that clear? So this is all about oral contraceptive taken orally as a tablet by the female, either contain progestogen alone ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವು ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟೋಜನ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಹರ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಹಿಬಿಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ FSH. This FSH if FSH is not there, there is no Graafian follicle, there is no ovulation. Hope this much is clear. If you understand oral contraceptive, the remaining 2 becomes 5th one, 6th one, very simple. Again, available only for the female. What is that? Contraceptive injections. Number 5, contraceptive injections are given in the form of an injection to a female. Oral contraceptives are taken orally as a pill. Contraceptive injections are given as an injection to the female. Okay, orally athwa idadre injection. These injections once again either contain progestogen alone or progestogen in combination with estrogen. Adara composition kuda same. If she prefer a injection, ಆ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವಳು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗರ್ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್. ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 1 ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೈಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಹಾಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಏನು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ. 1 ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅ ಮಂತ್, ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ಎನಫ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್? ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಂಟೇನ್ progestogen. As progestogen level in her blood increase, it inhibit the production of what? FSH. If no FSH, no Graafian follicle formation, no ovulation. Is that clear? That is all about oral or a contraceptive injections. Because of their side effect, they are not preferred much. Which one? Contraceptive injections. One more is implants. It is also available only for the female. What are implants? Implants are 6 matchstick sized capsules. Very thin. How many? 6 matchstick sized capsules containing only progestogen hormone. These capsules, with a minor surgery or with some punching instrument in her upper arm above the elbow, it is placed below the skin. I repeat, 6 matchstick size capsule containing progestogen. Hope you have seen the 1 rupee matchbox or 2 rupee matchbox, smaller one, almost that size but very thin, very flexible. Okay, they are placed in the upper arm above the elbow, that means in the upper arm. Okay, by a small cut, the 6 what implants are placed inside, they are stitched. Now what happens? They are effective for a very longer duration. Say for example 3-year implant is available, 5-year implant is available. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಆ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವಳ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು. Okay, every day it releases which hormone? Progestogen hormone anna gradually release ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. What happens? You know the story. It inhibits the production of FSH. There is no development of Graafian follicle. Is that clear? But they are effective for a longer duration. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಸೇಫ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ತುಂಬ ರೀಸನ್ಗಳಿವೆ. ಒನ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹರ್ ಮೆನಸ್ಟ್ರುಯೇಷನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. One more reason is after 3-year or 5-year, okay, that thread what is there, ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್. ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ದ ರಿಮೂವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಿಫರಬಲ್ ಒನ್. ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ 4, 5, 6. All the 3 methods available for the female contain progestogen, mark it very important, in her blood. As its level increases, gives negative feedback, inhibit the production of FSH. Hence there is no transformation of follicle or development of the Graafian follicle. Is that clear? This is how they act. I am left with the 7th one. What is that? Surgical method, or it is also called permanent method. It is the method achieved with the help of surgery, available for both male as well as female. Okay, the male surgical method is called what? Vasectomy, and the female surgical method is called tubectomy. Vasectomy and tubectomy available for both male and female. What is vasectomy? Exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು. ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. vas difference. In this case, a small what is cut part of the vas difference is cut, and the cut ends are folded. They are tied, they are folded, they are tied or stitched. That's it. By making a cut on the scrotum. ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? Okay, a local anesthesia will be given on the scrotum. ಅನಸ್ತೇಶಿಯಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೋಟಮ್ ಏನು ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೋಟಮಿನ 2 ಕಡೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ they pick which tube? They pick the vas deferens. A small part of the vas deferens is cut. Cut ends are folded, they are tied or stitched. Now a scrotum anna kuda stitch madidre ಆಯಿತು. The male who had undergone vasectomy, the question is, that male is able to produce the sperm? Yes, everything is normal. It will not even affect the sexual life also. ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪಾಸಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಎಪಿಡಿಡೈಮಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೂ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಬೈ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಕ್ರೋಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸ್ಪರ್ಮೆಟೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ದ ಕಟ್ ಎಂಡ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅನೇಬಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಈಸ್ that clear? That means vasectomy act by preventing transport of sperm, preventing ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್. ನೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ವಾಸೆಕ್ಟೊಮಿ ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್. ರಾಂಗ್. ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್, ಸ್ಪರ್ಮೆಟೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಕರ್, ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟೆಡ್? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟೆಡ್. ಇಸ್ that clear? One more is tubectomy. Tubectomy is a female surgical method in which by making a cut in the abdomen, usually by making a cut in the abdomen, what they will cut? The tube will be cut. Which tube? Fallopian tube will be cut. The cut ends are folded and they are tied or they are stitched. I repeat, tubectomy is a female surgical method by making the incision on abdomen. Both the fallopian tubes are cut ends are tied or folded. In this case, every month, okay, she produces ova. That ova is collected by the fimbriae. The ova come up to the cut end, but it is unable to reach the ampullary region. That means, do it affect gametogenesis? No. How vasectomy and tubectomy prevent pregnancy? Simple answer. Both prevent pregnancy by preventing what? Transport of the gametes. Note down. Both prevent pregnancy by preventing transport of gametes. Okay. If a mother, a female has given birth already to a one baby or a two baby, ಎರಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮಗು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತಾದರೆ ಆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಟ್ಯೂಬೆಕ್ಟೊಮಿ. ಹಿಸ್ಟರೆಕ್ಟೊಮಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಸ್ಟರೆಕ್ಟೊಮಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ರಿಮೂವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುಟೆರಸ್, ಗರ್ಭಾಶಯದ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಹಿಸ್ಟರೆಕ್ಟೊಮಿ, ಗರ್ಭಾಶಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಡ್ಡೆಯಾಗಿದೆ, ಟ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆಗ ನೀವು ಗರ್ಭಾಶಯ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟರೆಕ್ಟೊಮಿ. ಒಂದು ತಾಯಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ ಮಗು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇಫ್ ಶಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸೀವ್ ಅಗೇನ್, she will undergo tubectomy, where fallopian tube is cut. Her every month menstrual cycle will be normal, ovulation, everything will be normal, but she can't able to give birth because the transport of ova is prevented here. Is that clear? In males also everything is as usual, only transport is blocked. This method, remember, both the methods are highly effective. Result is 100%. If they undergo tubectomy, vasectomy, the effective in controlling the birth. But remember, reversibility is this is very important, very poor. After the operation, after few months, if that male or a female come to you doctor and ask you to rejoin them, if you rejoin also, the success rate is very poor. Remember that. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನಃ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ತನ್ನ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ. That's why reversibility, while discussing the properties of a contraceptive device, I told you it should be effective and reversible. But remember, both the surgical methods what we discuss, their reversibility is very poor, but they are very effective, best methods in controlling what? Pregnancy. So the seventh one is a surgical method. First six are non-surgical method. Seventh one is a permanent method. The remaining six are temporary method. Seventh one is a sterilization method. This method is also called, I will write here, it is also called what? Sterilization method. Why it is called so? Once they undergo vasectomy, tubectomy, they permanently become sterile, unable to give birth. Is that clear? So while discussing all these 7 methods, keep one thing in mind, how these methods help in the birth control. That is very important. By educating couple about all these methods, right, we are trying to control what? Population explosion.